Tanya Bird here, and here is your monthly real estate tip. We're going to be talking about YouTube today and why I think you need to have more than one YouTube channel, particularly if you're going to make YouTube as a lead generation source. Now, this video isn't going to talk about how you go and set up YouTube. There are other places that you can go and take classes and learn all the back end of YouTube and how to do it appropriately. But we're going to talk about why you should have more than one YouTube channel. Why does that matter? Well, take it from somebody who started their YouTube channel in 2017 and last month finally made it to 1,000 subscribers. So I've made every mistake in the book. And I don't want you to make that mistake. I'd rather you get better YouTube traction than what I have. Now, I will say that I have generated some business from my main channel, particularly when the pandemic was going on and everybody was watching TV or they were watching YouTube. And we got some business out of it. And then it slowly stopped. I don't think we were doing the right things. And we are now being more consistent about it with the idea of it's going to be a lead generation source. And we are picking up a few clients here and there. So I'm going to show you the mistakes, what kind of videos not to make. And I'm going to show you why you need separate channels. So let me share my screen so we can dive in. So this is the back end of my YouTube channel. I want to point out these two videos, how to protect yourself from home title theft, and then after the appraiser, now what's the next step? I have gotten phone calls off of this one, but it's so that they want to know whether or not how to use the system. So it's not leads that convert. Same thing here. If somebody's looking for what happens after the appraisal, then they're already under contract. So when I first started this channel, I did all these info, like how to negotiate a contract in Georgia, what is the due diligence period, how to get through inspections, all information and not location specific. So now we're doing nothing but location specific, which is a lifestyle. So what is it like to live in the place that you're at? So for example, what is it like to live in Peachtree City? The pros and cons. What is it like to live in Noonan, Georgia? Which one's better, Peachtree City or Noonan, Georgia? What about Fayetteville, Georgia? What's special about that? You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to do a relocation channel, it needs to be specific and you just need to constantly be pumping out information about your location. Then you'll get buyers that come in and want to use you. We actually have a buyer coming in this weekend that came from this channel. Now, so that you don't screw up the algorithm, this is why you need additional YouTube channels. The next one's going to be the Bird Group Home Tours. And this is where every single one of our YouTube walk through the house videos go. The reason why we have it separate is we don't want to confuse the move into the Peachtree City or South Atlanta metro area with what we have for sale. Because some of what we have in sale, you can see, some of it's not in our area. We had a house that was in downtown Atlanta. We've had one in Douglasville, had one in Macon. So people don't necessarily want to go see these home tours, and we can go run ads, and I don't care if this channel gets any subscribers. Look, it only has 2 subscribers, but we can run ad on these things. We can push it out. We can share it on other social medias. It's there for marketing purposes, not to have leads come in. Same thing with this channel that you're watching the video on. This channel is Real Estate Tips with the Birds. Now, I know you guys don't hear much from Tom because he doesn't join me on these videos, but I put it on there in case he decides to. And this is so that you guys can watch it. It supports my marketing to other agents. Also, I don't care if y'all subscribe to this thing or not. I do want you to watch the videos so that you know that I'm in Atlanta without me saying that I'm in Atlanta. And whatever tips I give you, I hope you can implement that in your business. That is the purpose in this channel. It supports marketing. It will get leads inadvertently if y'all know that I'm from Atlanta and you're like, hey, I got somebody going to Atlanta. I need to call Tanya. But it's through my marketing efforts through the newsletter and networking with everybody in the various groups that I'm in. So, not one to grow direct leads from YouTube. Now, here's another mistake I made. I've really gotten into probate. So I thought, this is great. I am going to start doing probate YouTube and stick it on the main channel. And after talking to some other people who are in the YouTube space who are way bigger and better than I am, like the majority of their business comes from it, they suggested to me that I should switch it off into two channels. And here's why. So here's my probate channel. Here's why. The person getting on YouTube searching for probate issues wants to know about probate. They don't want that same channel to introduce a here's how you move to Peachtree City. They don't care about moving to Peachtree City. They want to know how to get through probate and how to get a house sold through probate and is there an agent who understands probate? Because not all the agents out there, because they haven't taken the time to take extra education to know about probate. So that's why this channel is dedicated to this. Now, I want you to see that I have 58 subscribers. This thing was started in June of 2025 and 30 videos. And so far, I have received one lead where the house was located in Rome, Georgia, and I was able to refer that out and get what we like to call mailbox money. And then I got my second lead from a listing indicator. And I'm going to tell y'all, I will take listings up in Atlanta all day, every day. I'll do it. So I went up there and signed that paperwork last weekend, and it was from this channel. So it's solving a specific problem. So let me stop the share and let's talk about what a specific problem would be and where you might want to add this in. A specific problem is going to definitely be probate because someone died and they're wanting to know how to navigate through that process. If you started a divorce channel because you help people with divorce, that could be a separate channel. It's not a relocation channel, it's a divorce channel. And you need to use your state's words, right? So mine's Georgia probate. I can assist somebody going through Georgia probate and find other people who deal with probate agents, anywhere in Georgia and refer that business out. So I made it state specific. You could do the same thing with divorce. You could do a specific one for investing, but I want to caution you because it'd be very easy to fall into the same loop on the relocation channel of being too broad. So talking about cap rates at a broad level or talking about Delaware statutory trusts and how you can 1031 exchange into them at a broad level might not bring you leads because everybody all over the country's watching it. They're not going to think to use you as a real estate agent because you're in your city. But if you make it specific to your city, like if I made one for investing specific to Atlanta and talked about investing in Atlanta, what kind of cap rates you can get in Atlanta. And oh, by the way, if you're a retired landlord, I have this other solution called a Delaware Statutory Trust. Reach out to me, I'm in Atlanta. Then you're talking specific keywords. Downsizing, I think it could be too broad. If you're talking about seniors, aging in place, downsizing, if you do not attach that to a geographical area, it may be too broad. And let's see, what else do we have that could solve specific problems? I think those are the ones that I primarily had on my list because I was thinking about how you do these YouTube channels for the Keller Williams Real Estate Planner community and how each of our pillars, some of them could be, like my probate channel, be done in a way to where you can get leads in because you're solving a problem. And a relocation channel solving a problem too. The people want to move to your area, it's solving a problem because they want to know the lifestyle. So with all that said, now you can totally create a YouTube channel And it could have information about downsizing on there and tired landlords who want to get rid of their properties. And it could talk about trust and probate. And it could talk about maybe even divorce, all of those things, all those lovely things. And it support your marketing efforts. Perfectly fine. Just don't expect leads to come from the channel. It's there to support the marketing efforts. But if you want leads coming into YouTube directly, you need to narrow it down to what the problem is and help people solve that problem so you get the phone call or you get the email that says, hey, I'm looking to move to your area. I want to set up a meeting with you. Or, hey, I am in the middle of probate and we're now ready to sell the house. That's the way you can get leads from YouTube. So I want to make that clarification because, again, I don't want you to make the mistakes that I made. YouTube is a hard game if you're going to really dive into it. Well worth it. Well worth it once you get it figured out. But it's not like any other algorithm out there. And I'll leave you with this because I had somebody say, well, it's all real estate. So, real estate is too broad of a subject not to make it specific. And this is the example I used. And I'm not musically inclined, but I said, if I wanted to learn the guitar, I'm going to go out on YouTube and I'm going to watch everybody who does videos about guitar and learn the guitar through YouTube because that's what we do, right? If that channel served me up, here's how you play the flute or here's how you play the drums, I might be, turned off by that because I'm like, I don't care about the flute. I don't care about the drums. I want to know about the guitar. So the subject of music is the same. The instruments are, different. And so that's why the channels need to be specific. Real estate is a very general subject. When you're solving problems, make sure that if you expect to get leads out of your YouTube channel, it is solving a specific problem. This is not me trying to teach you how to do YouTube. It's little tips so that you don't make the same mistake. If you want to learn how to go YouTube, there are people out there teaching classes on it. I'm not going to start any kind of YouTube class. And video editor, if you need a video editor, let me know. I know a great one in the Philippines. Anyways, I hope this helped you out and inspired you maybe to start your first YouTube channel or your second one so you can kind of keep things clear. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.